What's up, guys? It's Grib101 back for another review. Today we're going to be doing Tecmo Super Bowl for the Super Nintendo. Now, the gameplay is almost identical to the NES version, except the Super Nintendo fixed some bugs, upgraded the graphics, put the names of the teams in the end zone, etc. You have a blunt view of the football field, and the action is fast-paced, complete with cutscenes. Instead of slowing down the game, they actually add to it this time. The speed of the players is also a bit different. The biggest stars don't have the same breakaway ability as they had in the NES version. Barry Sanders and Emmitt Smith don't have that same raw speed Bo Jackson had. The passing game remained the same with minor improvements. Defense also saw some improvements, but special teams had the most significant. Now, you can control a player on punt defense and actually block a punt. There are optional touchbacks for every kick that lands in the end zone, and now you can use defensive players as kick returners. So Rod Woodson now is a nightmare for kick coverage teams. The kicking game has remained mostly the same. Your kickoffs and punts are meter-based, where you control the power of your kick based on where you stop the kick meter. This time you have to account for the possibility of a touchback or whether to allow the returner a chance to score a big return. Kicking field goals instead of using a power meter uses a directional arrow, which you have to line up with a holder. Too far to the right or left and your kick will be no good. However, it's now tougher to kick extra points using the same method, because all kickers have a chance at missing a kick if you don't try to line up the arrow correctly. You can play in one of 3 different game modes. Preseason mode lets you pit any 2 different teams against each other. Pro Bowl mode lets you play as one of the 2 Pro Bowl teams in a preseason mode style match. You can set the Pro Bowl rosters to any player belonging to the appropriate conference, so this is a lot more interesting than a Super Bowl. The interesting part about this mode is the more your team wins, the harder your opponent becomes. That is, when you're winning, the opposing players cover your receivers tighter, and their closing speed is multiplied by several factors. One of the greatest things about a season mode is that you can play with more than one human-controlled teams. The controls are fairly easy and easy to get the hang of.
Ready, set, put.
There is also a button which lets you take your down in the end zone, unlike the other games. The graphics are way better than in the NES version, even though the players are still small and pixelated. The cutscenes were a great addition. The sound is also a lot better than in the NES version, but keeping the same music. I would really highly recommend this game. This game is possibly my favorite game of all time. It's definitely my favorite football game aside from the original Tecmo Bowl. I picked this game up for 25 cents at a bookstore a while back. I give Tecmo Super Bowl a 9 out of 10. Grib101 out.
round 52. Hut, hut, hut. First down. Ready, 24.